Welcome to the ITW Fluid Products Group video on proper sump maintenance. ITW Fluid Products Group, manufacturer of Rustlick products, prides itself on manufacturing scientifically advanced fluid products for the metalworking industry. Using superior coolants is only part of the answer to having an effective coolant management program, which will increase tool life, increase productivity, increase sump life, and reduce disposal costs. Our goal is to provide excellent, cost-effective coolant management products as an effective alternative to central systems. From small applications to large operations, Rustlick offers superior coolant management solutions through an integrated program of products, systems, and services. This video will demonstrate how you can maximize the life of your coolant. There are three basic elements to Rustlick's coolant maintenance program: preparation, ongoing maintenance, and disposal. The first step to prevent fouled coolant in your sump is to select the proper coolant for your application. Your Rustlick representative can work with you to select the proper coolant for your specific application. Once you have selected the proper coolant, you must prepare your machine and sump for the coolant. 24 hours prior to draining the sump, you sterilize the sump by adding to the existing coolant 1 ounce of Rustlick's Killside 700 for every 5 gallons of sump capacity. The sump we are using for this video holds 25 gallons of coolant. To sterilize this sump, we add 5 ounces of Killside 700 to the existing coolant. Circulate the sump with the Killside 700 added to the coolant for at least 1 hour before draining the sump. You may use the machine during this time. At the end of the hour, drain the sump and all coolant lines. Next, dilute Rustlick's Cleanzol DY with water at a ratio of 5 parts water to 1 part Cleanzol DY. In our 25-gallon sump, we use 20 gallons of water and 5 gallons of Cleanzol DY. Circulate this dilution throughout your system for at least 30 minutes. Once the dilution has been thoroughly circulated, drain and rinse the entire system with fresh water to eliminate all soap residue, which could result in foaming when you add the fresh coolant. Be sure to wipe down all machine and sump surfaces with full-strength coolant and charge up the machine immediately to prevent rusting. Mix the coolant correctly to obtain the proper emulsion. We recommend using the whiff or water in first principle when filling your sump. Add the proper amount of water, then add the measured amount of coolant. In our demonstration sump, we want a 20:1 concentration of water and Rustlick WS600AC. WS600AC is Rustlick's new water-soluble, biostable coolant and an excellent choice for general all-purpose machining. For a 20:1 concentration, we pour 23 3/4 gallons of water in first, then add 1 1/4 gallons of WS600AC coolant. To keep your coolant and your operation running at optimal levels, you need to maintain the coolant system. Over time, coolant and water evaporate out of the mixture. Water evaporates quicker than the coolant portion. For example, you started out with a dilution ratio of 20 parts water to 1 part coolant. As time goes by, the ratio becomes more concentrated, losing more water than coolant. It is common for sumps started at a ratio of 20:1 initially to become 15:1 or 10:1 with use. Set specific time periods, such as once a week, to test and evaluate your coolant level with Rustlick's refractometer. Once you have determined the concentration in your sump, you can determine the concentration needed in your makeup pail. As a general rule, remembering that more water than coolant has evaporated, in a 20:1 concentration, you will need to make up a weaker concentration, such as 35:1, as in our example, to bring our mixture back to the original 20:1 ratio. Using the whiff, or water in first principle, in a makeup pail, add the desired water. In our example, the sump is down 5 gallons. Therefore, we need to make up a mixture of coolant at a concentration of 35:1. We mix 1/10 of a gallon of coolant into 4 9/10 gallons of water. We pour this dilution into the sump to bring our concentration back to 20 parts water to 1 part coolant. Maintaining proper coolant dilution ratios and mixing them in the correct order can be very confusing. By using Rustlick's drum mixer, you can have the proper coolant mixture in minutes. The Rustlick drum mixer comes with a series of color-coded inserts that will deliver a specific dilution ratio. The metering insert in the siphon tube discourages tampering and abuse in mixing dilutions for makeups. Another important aspect of proper ongoing sump maintenance is to remove floating tramp oils regularly. Tramp oils cut off oxygen to the coolant, reducing the coolant's effectiveness, and if left untreated, will make the coolant in your sump rancid. Rustlick's tramp oil skimmer and Rustlick's SC3000 coolant skimmer are specifically designed to remove these oils. Rustlick's tramp oil skimmer employs a wheel which skims the tramp oil off the top of the mixture in the sump and carries it to a wiper blade mounted on either side of the wheel that channels the oil into a waste receptacle. Rustlick's SC3000 coolant skimmer offers portability and can be used for virtually any sump regardless of accessibility. Through a set of floating tramp oil skimmers, tramp oil is sucked into the SC3000 and separated from good coolant, which is returned to the sump. The tramp oil is emptied into a waste receptacle. Keep dirt levels low in your sump. This is particularly true in grinding applications because high swarf promotes bacteria growth that leads to a poor finish. Keep foreign matter out of the coolant in the sump. Cigarette butts and similar trash will foul the coolant and clog the system. Aerate the coolant when the machine is not in use. This will allow the biocides in the coolant to do their job to prevent bacteria and fungal growth. Rustlick's SC3000 coolant skimmer can perform this function as well. The portability of the unit allows it to be moved around to service multiple machines. As the floating tramp oil head removes the oil, it aerates the remaining coolant mixture in the sump at the same time, completely unattended. Always dispose of coolants properly. As with all coolants, consult your local or state Environmental Protection Agency office for guidelines. You will find the telephone numbers listed in your phone book or ask your Rustlick representative. We hope you have found this video useful and informative. By using Rustlick's coolant management program, you can greatly reduce disposal costs and increase your productivity. Consult your local Rustlick representative with any coolant questions you may have or call our toll-free telephone number for technical service and ordering information.